Going live and possibly live. Hey, what's up? Today I'm going to be working on some more grip equipment in Blender. Still learning Blender. Might try to UV something, and not sure if this stuff's gonna make it back to into the engine. But long story short, I have to remake almost everything. Everything, like all the equipment, all that stuff. I need to make everything in Blender, which is good, which is fine. That will definitely force me to be good at this by the end of the time. I don't know when the end is ever going to happen. Probably never. Thanks. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that should be better. So, yeah, that's audio, right? Cool. I appreciate you saying that. I probably would have gone for a while without noticing. Yeah, so my computer like exploded the other day. My USB, I blew out one of my USB ports, like power wise, because I have a ton plugged in. But it took me a long time to figure out that I blew it out. I actually went and bought like a bunch of power, like USB power supplies or whatever they're called, USB hubs. I bought 3. I now don't even need them, but I'll probably use them just to take the power requirement off of my computer and just put it on, external power. Um, but yeah, so there was no audio for that part. But long story short, I have to remake all my grip equipment, and that's what I'm gonna do until it's done. There's no timeline on that. For this to be what I want it to be, I need all the grip equipment. So we're gonna make all the C stands, all the regular stands. There's not that many. It's probably 20. They're all gonna be rigged. They're all gonna maybe be UV'd. And they'll go into creative mode and in the game mode. Yeah. This update goes out once I have a ton of equipment, grip equipment, pretty much all the stuff we have in Cinema Designer. And we're going to make it all in Blender. Painfully make it in Blender. Now, how do you do image planes in Blender? I don't know. A lot of learning going to happen today. A lot of learning. Also, people are cleaning my house. So it's going to be a little noisy, but that's all good. Okay. Get it in. I was planning on doing this morning, but Had some other stuff to get done, and that took all day. Blender 2.8 image plane. Don't tell me you put it on a picture. Please tell me there's like a way to do this. Oh, I feel like this is gonna be, you just put a texture on a plane. Is that what we're gonna do? There's no Eevee. I was thinking about using Eevee for my thumbnails, but I don't know if I have time to learn Eevee at the same time as I have to learn this. Well, maybe I should. Okay, so there's an ortho camera. Preferences. What we doing? Image, import images as planes. Okay. They're making that hockey, maybe? Because the menu system... Oh, no. Okay. Hey. Add images planes. Okay, so that's Shift A. Okay. Does it just make a plane and then put an image on it? Let's try that. Let's give that a shot. Images as planes. That seems like a good way to jump into it. I prefer to... Oh, okay, yes. I prefer to reverse engineer this stuff than go get the... I have a lot of different ways of modeling or scanning and measuring equipment like that, but considering that it's completely chrome mirrored, I don't feel like dealing with that. It's a nightmare. Image as background, as reference, as background. We gotta add a reference image into the scene between objects. Background. Let's try that one. Okay. So I made a new folder called Cinematography Database because this is no longer tied to CineDesigner. This is like a much bigger picture project than it was before, as I'm kind of planning on releasing all the source files as well, which I never had to or cared to do that. Now, can I see this as an image or what? No? The fuck? I can't. So it's 1502. This one. Okay. So how do I... Oh, what the F? Okay, so maybe I have to be like in the camera view like this. We're gonna delete you. I'm gonna try that again. Shift A, image as background. I'm doing it while I'm in the ortho, so hopefully it's stuck there. Huh. Okay. But then it went away. Huh. Okay. Every one of these programs does this differently. Cinetracer will have to do this too. People want to be able to like come in and like reference stuff. We're gonna have to have the same sort of shit. Same shit. What's up, Grip Tips? You can drag and drop images, reference images. Oh, that's good to know. What's up, man? You've modeled C-stands before, right? I'm doing it again. We're doing it again, but we're gonna put a skeleton in this one. So this is above and beyond anything I've ever done for grip equipment, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this the right way. So it says folded base. We care about the footprint, right? So this footprint says 70 centimeters, right? So I'm gonna delete this X. Yep. I'm gonna Shift A me another cube. And it's 0.7. Yeah, is that right? 0.7? Get that right? 0.7. 0.7 meters. So this leg opened is 0.7. I could do this in Maya in seconds. Now, how do I mess with this thing? I see a little scaly... Okay, that's not bad. Oh, it got bad. Okay, so how do I move it? Oh, maybe I grab it from the middle? Okay. Let's go to wireframe situation here. Okay, so you hover this and you get the gizmo, and now what? What happened to the... Okay, no, you grab the corner. Okay, now I'm scaling. This is fine too. Again, I have this exact thing, like that piece of equipment is literally over there. I'm gonna probably look at it just to double check, but what happened to moving? How did I move you? There it is. Okay. So like what I'm thinking is it's like this, basically, like the middle of this to there is about 70. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be in the world. There's going to be a phase of this. I anticipate a phase in this whole thing, and I've been anticipating this for years, and we're still not doing it, but where I go and I meticulously like measure out and make sure this stuff is like perfect. At the current, given how long that would take at this point, not worth it. Doesn't matter. As long as it's like pretty much the right size, that's all that matters, right? We got a lot of other things to handle. Oh no. Oh no. X. Okay. So that's that doesn't feel right, but that doesn't feel right at all. You know why? Because like the little leg is not the same diameter, but that was like my thought with this, is that it's probably like this, like it said 70 for the footprint. I'm gonna go get this. Oh, you know what? My wife took it. My wife is a photographer. She has a new studio now, and so she took all the grip equipment. She owns so much grip equipment now. We went and bought like apple boxes and sandbags. I don't have this in front of me anymore. Let me look for some more reference. I went to the Matthews website. They like redid their site, and it helped a lot. That was great. I also have other 3D models of this, but there's something I just want to do this like from scratch. I have like hundreds of other things, but it's not what I want. I want to start this from scratch, Blendery style, Unreal Engine style, real-time style. So, yeah, so it says footprint, which I would have thought is essentially you take this longest leg and you draw a circle around it, and that's still what I'm going to assume. That's what I'm going to assume for now. So there's that piece. I've also reverse engineered this before, clearly, because I have C-stands in all my other programs, but I don't quite remember how I did this. So we're going to look at this 40. I remember this, and then saying, okay, the minimum height is 134 centimeters. Now, is that including the base? I figured this out before. I don't have the C-stand, son of a... Like, I'm assuming because this is what they're talking about, it's a C-stand with a turtle base and the riser, that they're talking about floor, top of baby pin. Because if they're not, I don't know. That's what I'm going to go with. That's what we're going to go with here. And it's just 1, 2 risers. Easy. Super easy. So we're going to do Shift A, another cube. Got very little short-term memory here. Min is 134. Okay. Which is what, 1.34? There's something zen about this. There's something infuriatingly like maddening about this modeling process. But there's something cool about it too. It's okay. Now, how in the fuck do we get the pivot down here again? I forget. I 100% forget how to do this. Let's go ahead and turn on... Nope. Whole lot of nope happening here. No. Oh, there it is. I'll take move. Okay. I'm going to turn on the snap. Turn on the edge. Vertex, maybe. And we'll do... Oh, no. Hold on. Then I'm going to take this thing. Okay. You know, I would have thought that moving the... Do I have it selected? Is that what's up? Hold on. Let me deselect. Let me Alt-A. Oh. There it is. Okay. So you don't have Snappy on. Snappity. Snapping on the verts. Oh, you don't get the... It doesn't get the gizmo. I forgot about that. You can't gizmo this thing. Oh, you know what? Someone said it. You do this. Wait. What we're going to do is I'm going to go into this mode, this big box. Okay, we're going to... How you get this thing back? Is it it's not shift, is it control A? Alt A? Crap. What's the magic mouse? What's this 3D mouse hotkey? I forget. It's been too long. So I don't like taking breaks. Like I take a lot of breaks these days. Control A? No, that's applying. Shift is making stuff. Shift S. There it is. Okay, we're going to go cursor to world origin. Put you back in place. We're going to grab this thing. I'm going to hit tab 3, click this bottom face, and then right click. Oh, this ain't working. This is not what I wanted. I thought it was going to be like move. Maybe it's a 3D cursor thing. It's the 3D cursor. That's what it is. Now we're going to do Shift S. 3D cursor to active. Damn it. Okay. Shift A. Nope. Shift S. Cursor. Oh, cursor to active. There it is. This takes so much longer than Maya, but maybe this is still just not the way, but it's a way. Okay. Then we're going to hit tab, and Then I'm gonna right click it and set origin to 3D cursor. Now it's at the bottom. That took a long ass time to do that. That took a long time. Whew. Let's go to increment, absolute grid snap, and then I can go like this. And after 30 minutes, I have something that's a reference of something's height. That seems really tall. It seems too tall given that the base is 70. Go ahead and call that. That does not look right. Does not look correct, but let's double check this. What's the scale on this thing? 1.34 in Z. Is that what we're saying here? 1.34. I got 2 of these open. Oh. Hey. 1.34. It's 1.34 meters, right? That's this. Okay. And we said that the footprint is 70 centimeters. Now I'm assuming that's diameter, which I could use a cube for this thing. And this is 0.7. 0.7 to that? I don't buy it. I don't fucking buy that at all. But, okay. Damn it, I wish I had my C-stand. Let me go buy one. Shift A? It is Shift A. It's a hotkey program. All about the hotkeys, I guess. So this one, and now I got this. This is what I do. I think it's like this. Been around grip equipment so long. I'm gonna give it the 2 centimeter diameter. Now, can I just write 2 cm in here, please? Thank you. Good God, that's great. Okay, cool. Okay, so oh Jesus, I'm still bad with the viewport. Terrible with the viewport. What's up, Jose? Why using Blender? Because it's free. What's up, Techno? Because Blender is free, and because Unreal Engine is free, and because this is the way of the world now, I must make everything Blender and Unreal Engine, which a lot of people who've been following me doing this shit for a long time should be very happy that I'm in Blender, because they've been Blender their whole lives. Or they've been in Blender for a hot minute. So Shift S, and they're going to watch me be really slow with this, but then surpass them, as I'm going to start programming in this son of a bitch soon. Shift S, cursor to active, but you didn't. But you didn't do that. But it's going to be a minute. I got to learn how this thing works before I can build plugins for it. Okay. Oh, I know why. Out of edit mode. Wait a minute. No, back into edit mode. Let's go to 3D view here. We're in 3U. There's a face down there. We're going to Shift S it. Because I'm going to have to make these hot boxes and stuff. So I need to get good at this. Because if my whole pipeline becomes Blender, I'm going to be building Blender to UE4 tools fairly soon. Because this shit is slow. Cursor to active. Go! What's up? Go there. Why is this cursor not moving? Do I have to move to be like in this mode? Like right click. Shift S. Cursor to active. Get your ass down there. What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't even... Isn't that just how we did this? Isn't that what we're doing here? Oh. Okay. Let's turn off snapping. Does that matter? Shouldn't. Is there a vertice down there to snap to? Probably not. Oh my god. What the... my god. Just moving the pivots in this is infuriating. And I swear I've done my research on how this works. And it's just like, You know what? I don't even have to like get it right. I'm just so used to like... I dance the pivots like constantly in Maya. Like constantly. It's so easy and fast. It's just like one thing. Not everyone needs that. I kind of want it. That's okay. Not everybody needs that shit, I guess. This is how people feel when they're using Cinetracer, so I empathize. They're like, we need undo in this piece. I'm like, I know. We're working on it. That's hard. That's a hard one. I can do it. 100% I can make undo happen. It's hard. Okay, so let's get another image plane in here. Let's go. Let's go look for it. That's a pretty good picture. That's pretty good. It's not orthographic in the slightest, but that's pretty good. We're going to take this one. C-stand riser only. Okay, so we're in this view. I like this, actually. You just Shift A. No, you don't. I thought it was Shift A. I'm going to add Control Shift A. It is Shift A. Okay. Image. Can you have multiple? How's this going to go? Multiple background images? That would be cool if it just comes in as like another asset or something. This dude. Okay. I think it replaced it, but I think I'm good at this point. Nope, it's still there. Cool. I'm okay with this workflow. Okay, it's kind of like overriding it. Now, how do I get to like its transparency? Like how do I mess with it? I don't know. Yes, the 2.8. Try cursor to selection. That's what I did try. I didn't do it. Focus on. Am I focused more on CGI than DPing? Yes, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I don't DP too much unless it's like real special. It's got to be for like a really good reason. Which there are a few of these days for me. I don't have a lot of need for that. Now this doesn't feel right at all. Like this is we're taking like different focal length reference pictures and stuff. Like that is not right. There's something super wrong. But like, you know what I mean? Like this and that are not the same scale, and that's fine. You know, I get that. Let me look for like a. I'd almost rather just take it from like the same picture. Like even if it was like in perspective, just so that I know that they're relatively the same, because like that's gonna lead to some crazy looking shit. And I have in the making in my head a plugin from Blender that makes stands automatically. But you have to kind of go through this like kind of painful process the first time, of just like wailing away at Blender before I can do such a thing. Here's a good one. That's the 20. That's a CAD though. I need this ortho view. Though these aren't to be trusted for dimensions. Like these are part diagrams, so they will shrink the dimensions however they need to make the diagram clear. It's not dimensional, but it is helpful. I would take these. Actually, I don't even want the solid. I wouldn't even want the SolidWorks files at this point from the C stands, because it would just take so much cleanup. It's better to be able to reverse engineer it. However, this one's gonna be really helpful, because like this proportion was very hard to do any other way. It's gonna be a slow process. Let's go back to C stand. And I don't really even trust the C stands I have in mind right now. They're kind of like they're like a hybrid of a couple different dimensions that I pulled last time I made them. They're still good enough for previs. I mean, don't get me wrong, but like, you know. I might be eyeballing in a bit. We're going off of Matthews, and we are going to be doing like accurate different manufacturers. I just start with Matthews, and then we'll go American and Avenger and Kupo and all the other ones. But by then I will have a program. I will have basically a C stand maker or stand maker plugin for Blender. I'll just make a program that automates all this shit for me. That would be the move. You did cursor to active? What was it supposed to be? Try cursor to selected on the bottom. Oh, can you do that? I'll try that. I'll try that in a second. I move the pivot to the bottom of objects constantly, you know, because it makes them in the middle, and then you got to move them up. Gots to move them up. Okay, let's head over to the Matthews website again. Actually, Matthews Studio Equipment. I hope they're cool with me using this. I can also go back to my old. I have a very, very, very large reference film industry. I have a very large folder of this stuff, but like part of the process is going to be to do it again. Like I've done this for years. I've been doing this like for a very long time, but it's still can be done better. Holy shit, I have done all of these, haven't I? My god. These are all going to be like Maya and Cinema 4D files, and they're so messy. Like, and anyway, a lot of this is to go through the pain. The pain again. What the hell? The pain again of doing this in Blender, right? It's not, for me, it's more than just like getting it done as fast as possible. It's about going through the Blender. Going through the Blender. That's what this is. That's what this series is. Same exact photos. Let me look at this one. I almost guarantee you I modeled it based on this, and this is a composite of two photos. It's not even a real photo of it. Fuck. That's why that's why the stuff is so bad. Like I should probably just like I really don't want to go to a rental house. I mean, I have a lot of, not a lot. I mean, can I undo that? I'm not going to assume I can undo that move. Can you change the opacity of this? I don't ever know like when I'm selecting it. Is this it? Like, how do I click it to then change its opacity? I don't know. What's up, Brian Vub? Two options, cursor to active, and on the bottom of the pie menu, this cursor to selected. Well, we'll try it again. I'm definitely going to go for it again. Anyway, if I execute on these dimensions right here, I can tell you that this is too big. Like, it just doesn't look right. And this stud, this spigot here, this male pin, that's a known dimension. Like, that I can do parametrically. I know how big that should be. This just doesn't look right at all. Like, I also can't make this transparent, or I don't know how. So it's like somewhere in there, like this. Yeah, doesn't look right. It looks ridiculous. Really about these. How do I make this plane transparent? Or I'll go make it in Photoshop. I'm looking for. I mean, everything's about enjoying the process. Like, I was gonna say, I'm looking forward to not stumbling in Blender, like just being able to like just like fucking fly through it. But anyway, like. That's like everything in life, though, so I really should just enjoy even the failing. Even enjoy failing at Blender. That's cool, too. Now, like, for instance, how do you change the opacity of this? In Maya, you would click it, and then it would say on the side, opacity. You could change the opacity. But here, it's probably some hotkey. It's like, with it hovered, what do I hit? Like, oh? You know, like, goddamn. The hell? How do I change? That's a Goog. That's a Google. Blender 2.8 image as plane opacity. Give it. Yes. Yes. Thank God. What the fuck? Oh no. What is this? You're probably trying to work with Eevee. And no, I don't think I am. Add image reference and background. What's this one? This one's like if you put a material on a plane. I could do that too. Like actually set up a shader and then they change the opacity of the shader. That's not what I want to do. I don't trust these dimensions. I don't trust this at all. No, I don't. I don't like that. That does not look correct. And the diameter is at least 2 centimeters. So this is taken in perspective, and it's like, who knows what the fuck, like, you know, if it was like changed, like someone could have like scaled it down for like e-commerce. They do weird stuff. I'm also looking at this, like the perspective of this doesn't make any sense because I kind of see like the bottom here, but I see the top down there. Like what? This photograph of this stem doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna delete this. I just need another reference photo. How about that? And we'll just bring it as one. That would solve multiple issues all at once. You change transparency in the properties window on the bottom right side. Really? I didn't see it. For this? What was it? Properties window on properties. Properties. That's the property. That's context. Is it this one? That's like material. Context. Context. I'll just start clicking shit. Oh, is it this? This looks like it, but I don't see opacity. Wait. Is this is it, right? Because I see like this this image. What does this do? Fake. What? Source single image. Okay. Color space. That's interesting. Huh. Use alpha? I'd have to like send it. It'd have to have an alpha. Why offset? Oh, okay. So here's the thing. Okay, so it's like it put it here, but what if there's two? Are there two of them then? It's interesting. And nope. That's a transform. Is it this? This? Custom? Oh god. I don't use a ton of these though. Yes, 2.8 is Blender is free. It is very free. It's called transparency. I bet it is. Wherever the hell that is. Wherever it is though. I don't see. Oh, I didn't see transparency. And it also didn't do anything. I don't think. Oh, that's definitely it. Okay, I just don't see this working, and maybe that's because we're in. It just I don't see that working, but that's good to know that it's here. So it's not like a context. It's just because it's the image in this view. So the controls are tied to like the ortho view, basically. I don't see it. Is it? Oh, do I have to use alpha? Oh, there she is. Okay, okay, okay. There it is. Use alpha. We're finding the things. We are finding the things. So this one's pretty good. I almost want to start modeling off of this because like this piece, this is all I'm making. But I kind of have to make the whole stand at once, and I'm going to make the 20-inch version at once as well. And if I am going to UV these, all the C stands go on one UV chart. So I need to make all of them and then unwrap them all together into one 4K. I think we can handle 4K textures. I'll probably do 2K and 4K. I'll probably do... Never mind. I have to generate... This stuff I want to go to mobile eventually. I'm kind of like rewriting Cinetracer at the moment. Like it's kind of what's happening. But it's because I've learned a lot. And I'm like, okay, we need to like start over in a lot of aspects. Because I want this to work on mobile, which means you have to have like 512 textures and like super low res stuff available, and VR. Anyone, if we ever have a prayer of this working on a VR headset like the Quest, then we got to bring the resolution way down. So let's scale this in a little bit. I'm almost okay with this because like this is what I eyeballed for. What is it, H? This is what I eyeballed for 2 centimeters. It's pretty far off. That would be like 1.5, which I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. Well, it'll be 3. Nah, there's no way that it's 3 centimeters like around for that thing. There's just no way. So next question becomes like the parametric version of this that I'm gonna program in Blender. I haven't even started like Blender Python yet, where it's like create sphere, you know, set radius, set length. I haven't done any of that yet. That's the height. It doesn't feel good. Does not feel good at all. And I don't have my C-stand anymore to reference this stuff. Balls. See, for like these stands, I didn't care because I was like, I don't really know what that stand is. I'm not like around it enough. C-stands, is kind of important. So I'm just gonna keep digging. I even went through my old references. I didn't have the best one. Where is it then? What's up, 12 Gates? How's it going? Check use alpha. Yeah, we found it. The transparency. Today is a complete failure as far as getting any programming done and 3D modeling. But on the other fronts, I will say we got a lot done. We were looking for case studies for something I can talk about in the future. Looking for people that had used Cinetracer and then had, you know, stuff to share. And then I shared a case study that someone sent me a month ago that I forgot to share. So we did that. And yeah, just a lot of like PR kind of stuff for the company, which went great. It was awesome. It was really good, but I didn't get any programming done. Okay. Oh, that's because we're just, okay. So let's do C-stand. Matthews. I just need like one almost. Oh, there she is. That's a good one. I'll take that one. Thank you, Sammy's. I met some of the Sammy's people somewhere in LA. I forget. I was at the Sigma. It was at the Sigma place. Went to the Aperture event. Oh, there's another one. Hey. Now, can we trust that those are Matthews? It almost doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Those are them. Let's see which one's the highest resolution. Ooh, that one's real good. It looks like a Matthews too. I see the, oh, it's 400 by 400. Ooh, that's hard. How big is this one? Is that the same? That one's worse. That one's definitely more of an angle. It's this one. You're the winner. How hard are you going to make it for me to download this? A bit really hard, right? If I click it, can I get a bigger version? Let's go for it. Oh. How big is this? Oh, no. Yes. How big is this one? That one looks bigger. Yeah, so it's got a little perspective on it, but I will take it. I'll take this one. Let's put this in our folder. Goddamn, where's this go? Oh, yeah, here. Yes. Okay, so we're going to do... I'm just going to save it out here. This will be a painful month indeed of 3D modeling, but... Okay, so... Hey, what's up? Who? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can't hear you very well, but okay, cool. I'm streaming and modeling some stuff. Yep. Bye, bye, similar. Okay, so this one's the winner, and I'm gonna call that is the min height, basically. Close enough, right? This is not exactly, I'd say this is as accurate as Cinetracer is in general. All right, everything's close, but it's not like that close, and I'm happy with that because if going for like that extra like 10% would take 10 times longer and not worth it, in my opinion. So okay, as this I could get down with this. I'll get down with this one. I'll even make the column skinnier. Can I rotate this? I'm seeing scale. I'm not seeing rotate. We're going to have to cheese the bottom of this a little bit to get it to fit. Height's kind of the most important part. All these new assets are going to like kind of have UIs that auto read out like how tall they are off the ground and a whole bunch of other features I've wanted for a long time. So heights are pretty important. But then even if you're off by like a couple centimeters, it's fine. Okay, it's not like anyone on set's gonna be like, it needs to be exactly like this tall. It doesn't matter. So that's pretty good. Let's save. Now we also have to I have to start caring where I save all this stuff. Before I was just like, yeah, we're letting Blender, whatever. Now it matters an awful lot. So this is the spring-loaded turtle base. Okay, I'm gonna brand this, but when we bring it into Unreal Engine, it's just a generic turtle base. But for my internal reasons, we're referencing Matthews stuff. So Matthews. We can call it grip. Everything from Matthews is grip. We'll just say spring. I'm gonna say turtle base. No, it is turtle base spring 01 because there's two types of bases. There's also the rocky leg and there's this mini weird leg that no one uses. That's tabletop people use it, but it's not that common. But we'll make it. We're gonna make this thing. What's up, Diago? Camel Strike needs your support. What the hell does that mean? That got held for review. For good reason. I also had to apply to have my my verification on YouTube not taken. So we'll see. I got verified on Facebook and as a company, I'm a clean verification because this is a company name. You can look it up and we have a lot of articles that point back to us, but you never know. You never know. So we might be unverified by the end of October, which really means nothing. Could give a fuck. But if I can keep it, I'll definitely keep it. There are like 2 or 3 other channels called Cinematography Database Fan 1 and 2. I don't think anyone in the right mind thinks that that's the real channel. Okay, so modeling time here. Let's start with the turtle base. I'm okay with this as like the beginning of it. So let's kill this. So this is our height. Uh-oh, wait a minute. What's this box? What's this? What is this box? Oh, it's the reference plane. I was like, what the devil? Okay, so yeah, clearly this is like a cylinder with a cylinder extruded out of it. Another cylinder, another cylinder, and another cylinder, and then another circly thing. We're gonna make the T handle separately. There's a really cool diagram they released. There's like 10 different versions of these things. Who knew? We're not making 10 of those. I'll make all the C stands. I'm not making all the T handles that are different. That's a different type of game. That's like C stand technician the game. So, man, there's a lot I don't know in this program. Like, you know, subdivision surfaces. Never even done one. I have no idea how that works here. Maya, know it like the back of my hand. Why are you down there? Oh, because the smart cursor is down there. Shift S, cursor to origin. Okay, so here's a case where we're gonna try that. We're gonna try the thing. We're gonna try the putting the pivot, putting the origin at the bottom of the object. There it is. Now we're going to, what was it? Origin. Something about the bottom. I didn't see that as an option. Shift S. So what I like, which makes sense to me, is tab 3, the bottom polygon. Then I would Shift S, cursor to, oh, selected. Oh, that's what it is. What's active mean? Whatever. And then I go to tab, and then I right click and say origin to cursor. Now it is at the bottom. Is it Shift tab? Ooh, it is. It is Shift tab for the snapping. Doot. It's at the bottom now. We don't need it to be at the bottom, but it just, you know, feels like a good place to start. So we're gonna take some liberties now, because this thing's like at an angle. We're just, you know, loosely referencing it. So what's the move here? So I have some learning to do in Blender. This is not about executing this quickly. We were in that phase for quite a while with the program, and that's why I use the Cinetracer assets for that stuff. The Cine Designer assets. They just weren't ideal, but they worked. But they weren't ideal, but they worked. Now I want them to be ideal. I want them to actually be good. So, okay. So first of all, I fucked up already. So let's that was a fun exercise. We're gonna delete this. We're going low poly and then up. We have to do let's do Shift A, mesh, cylinder again. We want 8 things. 8 vertices. That's how we do it. I also don't know how the end caps work in this program. All programs do end caps differently. Okay, so we're gonna say fuck it. Basically, we're gonna tab 1. Maya does end caps of cylinders differently than, what's it called? Maya and Cinema 4D, they couldn't treat cylinders differently, like more different. They're very, very weird. They're weird in Cinema 4D, like really odd. They're like because everything's procedural, like it doesn't even really exist. It's just like kind of this invisible cap that you kind of have there. I don't know what it is in Blender. Is this an n-gon? They give you n-gon geometry right out of the gate. They don't like cut it up for you. Seems crazy. So do I have to come in here and split this up? Is that common for the game developers in Blender? Wow, what's the knife tool? Is it K? Oh, that didn't snap. Undo. Space, right? Okay, so you snapping? You are snapping. That's pretty nice. Snap. Okay, zoom in. Oh, okay, we're in the near clip. That's bad. Snap. Did that snap? I have to check the vertice count there. Okay. K again. Feels okay. Ew. The near clip combined with like the kind of odd sensitivity to this. Now, do I have to turn on snapping for the knife? It's kind of auto doing it. There we go. Okay, space. So, W, how many verts are we talking about? Okay, we're in like the weird selection mode. How many verts is this? 1. Okay, so it did cut it. Okay, because that's the clean way of doing a. That's the lowest poly cylinder that you want to go with, and that's how we're gonna start this whole thing. And then I'm gonna cut a circle into it, or I'm just gonna not and just say screw it to like the actual topology of this thing. Okay. I'll watch the videos. I'm starting to learn the shortcuts. Space, K, space. Cool. Low poly cylinder. There's a lot of knowledge in this cylinder right there. How that is. You can do that. You can do that real wrong. Okay, so let's look at the front. Okay, so I'm not gonna go through the pain of making that object again. Oh, right click, origin to geometry. Yeah, okay. And I'm gonna Shift D, right click, and RX 90. Okay, so then we have this here. And we're in like a weird view, I must say. I can't tell what's going on here. I think I need to make the opacity of this view. I'm gonna get out of I'm gonna go to object mode. Where did the view go? Do I have to like select this again? Is that how this works? I'm gonna kill this. There we go. That kind of helps. What happened with that? Something fucked up happened here. What the hell? I moved some verts in a bad way, I think. Active is the object. Active object. I'm slow at looking at chat. I can change it in the menu. Okay. Started learning Blender ago. How's it going now? I'm fine with it. This is like learning anything. I learned Unreal Engine a year ago, you know? Like now it's like, I mean, I'm still terrified of that program, but you know, I know how to get by. Yeah, I bet you there is a way to change the near clip plane. I don't know it. Hey, guess what? Rather than fix that, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to Shift D, right click, RX90. That's fast. Go like that. Okay, then I'm going to scale you on... See, where's the axes? I can't, like, I'm going to, like, so it's... What? It's, we're going to scale on XZ, so is it Shift Y, Alt Y? Oh, it is, except I'm in the wrong view, but that was it. See, that's too much thinking. That's too much... I don't have to think that hard on how to scale this object. But I get it. Oh, it's cool because you can do it from here, is that right? So could I do S, Alt, Y? Yeah, because that's a tricky operation to do otherwise. Okay, then I'm going to hit Tab 1. Now, things have gone poorly here. Something looks funny there. What's that? It's not good. What is this? Oh, it's an intersection. It's drawing the intersection. That's a see-through thing. Whoa, it doesn't like me working on small objects. This isn't even that small of an object. So, now, are we going to be cool and like actually topologize this and like, you know, cut this out? Or am I just going to leave that just sticking through there? That's what I'm thinking. And then just delete that face. Just be like, 3X face. Because that's the easy way. Just go like that and say, fuck it. That's going to be a lot easier to UV too. Let's just do that. I'm going to model this leg, and then, Lord help me, I'm going to UV it. And yeah, I'm probably not even going to get that done like today at all. So, exciting shit. Okay, right. So we're going to make this bottom leg and UV it. If I can do that, I can finish the Soul C stand. But I don't want to make the whole thing and then UV it and be like, oh, UVing works like that. I should have modeled it differently. Now, I have a friend on Instagram. He posts time lapses of him in Blender, and he makes Industria, the UE4 game Industria, and it's all Blender time lapses, and it's like super fast. Like, I mean, it's a time lapse, so it's fast, but he destroys this type of modeling. Now, what's the cute way of doing this? I'm not really sure. Like, in Cinema, I used to do it with splines, but polys make like enough sense, I guess, here. Let's just try the straight extrude tool. What is that? What's back here? Some faces? That's fine. Let's just try extruding. Let's see how bad that is. Is it E, right? Now, we're going to lose density. Or what? Okay. Actually, now I need the gizmo for this shit, okay? But I think... Oh, God. I hit E again. When you do it this way, you lose density in the end. Like, you don't keep the... oh, fucking hell. Okay, like, you don't keep the thickness of the model isn't retained like you would if you would spline extruded it. It gets a lot wonkier really quickly, and you just lose like the tangential something, like it doesn't keep the mass correctly. But we'll kind of do it by eye for now. I'm trying to right click it to go to vertices. Old habits. It's gonna be a long road here. I've been doing this in Maya for so long. Well, not so long, but I've been doing it in Maya for a while. Right? This is my first thought way of going about it. I'm sure there's like a more clever way. I wonder if when he does, I could ask him. He's on Twitch sometimes. Like, was like, do you type in the rotations or you just eyeball it? And you say, fuck it, because that's what I'm thinking. I'm just like, whatever. Okay, so say this is it, right? That's fine. It really would be fine, right? So let's look at this thing. Let's jump out of this, right? So that's the lowest poly, like pretty much worst version of it you could get. That being said, if you smooth the edges on this and brought it into Unreal Engine, no one would ever fucking know. Now you enjoy it? Yeah. I'm gonna enjoy it just because of what the next couple years of this is gonna be for me. Is like I want to release these Blender files, and everyone can open Blender. You know what I mean? Like, so like I was like, you could technically build this in Maya and then release the FBX files, but there's always gonna be like little nuances that won't work when you bring them in. If I make it in Blender, like if Blender is the bottom level of the pipeline, it's pretty good because it's free and it's good now. You know, it's really good. Maybe it's always been good, but it's good now. Regardless of how it was before, I think it's pretty good. So if I make all my rigs based in Blender, all the static meshes, all the skeletal meshes, it's going to be strong moving forward for virtual production and it being a standard, right? Because like basically once we make these, no one should ever have to make fucking C-stands again. You know what I mean? Like that's, you know, it'll be moddable. So if people want to come in and make like uber, what's it called? Like detailed ones or something like that, that's fine. But, you know, this is the last time I hope that I make it. I don't want to. It's been like, oh, what DC? I've remade this so many times, like Maya, Cinema. Like, I hope this to be like the last time I do this. Not this exact model, but you know, Blender. Just live it, let it be there. How much C++ were you doing before? A decent amount. I went to college for computer science. We were doing Java really back then, but took C++ in high school and a little bit in college. But I don't use very much C++, but my, you know, understanding how a class works and like how inheritance works, helpful. It's definitely helpful to know that before you get into it. You can learn it though. So, UVing. Let's take bets on how many hours it's going to take me to unwrap these two cylinders. Because this one could be done wrong. This bottom one can be done wrong. You can't really do this one wrong, but you can do that one wrong. So, UVing. God help me. I have no idea. I don't even know the beginning. Right? In Maya, I would start with a box unwrap. I just click it and be like, give me what you got. And a lot of the times it's pretty good. Here, no idea. Not a clue. I don't even know if I'm selecting the object half of the time, let alone UV unwrapping it. Okay, so there's a UV editing. Okay, here's a one-to-one. Okay. Oh, you're so far away. So, edit mode. So perhaps in edit mode, 3. Do you have to select UVs or faces UVs in this program? What is it? R? Oh, I don't remember how you edge select in this. It's not like that. No, it's not. Is it Alt R or something like that? No. R. Ooh, that's a bad. How do you ring? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, it's the near clip, right? Oh, God, killing me. I was like, that's a weird error. You know how we're going to do it? Let's like this. I need to do the hotkey. What is it? Is it Alt X? Alt Z? U. Okay, well, that's actually fine. That's fine, but let's see how the top ones came out. That's fine too, and that one's fine too, because it's the default polygon. It's the default one. But how do I unwrap this? What are the unwrap commands here? UV. Oh, there it is. Okay, U. It's the U button. Let's do it the pro way. Ready? U. Unwrap. Live unwrap. Smart UV project. This script projection unwraps the selected faces of a mesh. It operates on all selected mesh objects and can be used to unwrap selected faces or all faces. What's unwrap? Whoa. That's because there's no... we didn't cut any seams. Okay, so that's fine. Let's do this again. What is smart UV project? Whoa. That's... I don't know what that is. That's not it, though. Okay. Light map pack. Oh, can you do UDIMs in this? Can you do like multiple UVs per object? We're not going to, but... Oh, here's a cube projection, cylinder projection, sphere projection, project from view bounds. I don't know what that is. Mark seam, clear seam. Okay. Let's look at cylinder. Nope. Let's see what the cube one is. That makes sense. And a sphere. But where's this sphere originating from? Is it from the middle? Anyway, so let's mark a seam, right? We're going to grab this edge, and I'm going to seam it right there. I'm gonna hit U, mark seam. Then I'm gonna hit 3, grab these things, hit U, unwrap. Not bad. That's not bad. What do we got for flipping this 90? How about that? Okay, here's UVs. Here's where you have a UV. Oh my god, what? Okay, oh hey, okay, we have some stuff here. Got some shit to work with. Now, how come I'm not selecting that? What's this? That looks different than the other ones, doesn't it? Is something wrong here? Did I not select that face or something? What's up with this? What the fuck is this shit? What the hell? Hey. Control R was it for loop cut? Oh, thank you. It was Control R. Word. What's up, Jose? Newman Films. Oh, what's going on, man? How's it going? I'm about to be uncheckmarked over here. Did you get that email? Are they like you? You cool? Upload their own assets? Yes. That's not available now, but we're working on that workflow now. We're working on it. It's Control R. I thought it was Alt R. That will come. I have an FBX plugin, but that's not going to cut it. Like, it needs more, because people, like, just bringing in a mesh, sure, that's relatively easy. People are like, cool, can I upload my own character? I'm like, well, you know, technically, you just need to make all the bones the same name, and you have to use this exact skeleton and whatnot. And I need like a ground truth like base for assets for the game. You're fucked too? Awesome, yeah, yeah. I appealed it. I appealed mine, so hopefully I can stay verified. But whatever. But we need like a ground truth for like. As soon as I open that up, people are like, oh, it doesn't work when I do it. I'm like, of course it doesn't. You know, it's like there's a million different 3D programs. So like we need like a baseline, and that's going to be Blender, right? So I'm going to be making all the skeletons in Blender, all the assets in Blender, so that when people are like, oh, it's not going well, I'm like, well, show me your Blender file. You know what I mean? Like, so I need to have a common language, and that's going to be Blender and Unreal. I think we did it. I think this is it. So but I don't feel confident about this selection. Like, how come it's like heat mappy and I'm not using this? You know what I mean? How come the whole thing's not selected? Like, the heck is this shit? But, so, let's see. What's this one do? Oh, this is the UV thing, right? I can change anything to UV. This one is UV sync selection. Keep UV in edit mode. Yeah. Well, oh, no, I don't like it. Okay, never mind. Wait, they're different though? Let's see. UV selection mode, vertex, edge, face, island. What do they call? Oh, they call it an island. Why is that blank there? Why is that one not filled in? And it's specially selected there as well. That's gotta be an error. That's gotta be an error. Wait, we can upload our custom environment now? No. Eventually. You'll have to follow a lot of rules, though, to get it in there correctly. What is this? What's this ghosty one here? I don't like it. Okay, so we have the faces, okay? Now, can I say just this? What is this? Is it because I'm like... What the hell is that? What happens? Something's wrong, because that's not right. But, okay, so let's look at, what's this? Don't tell me there's a stupid magic cursor here too. Oh no, everything is gonna be based on this cursor. Fuck. Okay, fine. At least they have all the things here. Tool settings. What in sweet hell did I just do? What did I just do? Okay, I'll leave that off. UV local view. I didn't change anything. Show metadata. Zoom in, zoom out. Fractional zoom, frame selected, frame area, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Selection, all, none, invert, box, select, pin, circle, less, more, grow, pin, and, okay, image, right, UV. Okay, so transform. We have rotate, GRS, same, mirror it, snap, constraint to image bounds, live unwrap, pin. Okay. So how about we do some UVing stuff here? Because I got to learn this. Wait. I made a new folder. I'm like almost starting over, which feels good to be honest. Like feels okay. So there should be, that's a big nope. Where is it in here? References. Like I need to, this is kind of a nightmare how I've organized this game so far, but we're on the road to making it better, and I'm gonna buy a new computer soon and ditch this one. I don't know what this computer is gonna be, but anyway, I'm gonna call this res. That's what the programmers call resources files. They call them res. And there it is. Okay, now I don't know how to do materials. I suck at materials. So here we go. We're gonna make a new one, and man, I don't know how to put an image in there, but hopefully it's like something like this. Image texture. Image texture. So far, so good. Okay. And now, can I make favorites? Oh, add bookmark. So let's go to this folder. This has been, there we go. Bookmark. Ooh, right back to it. And I'm gonna bookmark res too. Okay, you open. Yes, yes. I like the transport controls in this one, not this one. Blender. Okay, so I need a bigger monitor. Fuck. There you are. Damn, the near clip is bad. Okay, so there it is. There's a UV. So we need to flip it. First challenge in Blender. How do I flip this? It's gonna be R90. Ooh, I like this. That's not bad. Now, where's the movie? So do you don't have tool move image. Let's turn on those move settings. What do we got here? Nothing. Now, in Maya, I have a lot of layout tools to help me with this. In Blender, how am I going to get this done? Like, what if I wanted this perfectly centered, right? Centered. Afraid here. Shear? No, that's not. I was just wondering what that was. That didn't work. What if I want to center it? Like for this now, this might have come out. This might have come out. You can disable the clipping. Is the clipping like when I like zoom into it too much? How about this? Did this come out yet? I don't know where the link is, but there's like a Blender UV layout plugin. Is that what they're called in are they extensions? I forget what they're called in Blender. Where is it? Oh, is it this? Hedis? No. There was a Blender. Is it Hedis? That sounds kind of familiar. It's on GitHub. Is it this? No. I've heard of this before. Is this it? I need all of my Maya. I cannot do this without the Maya toolset, basically. And look what this looks like. I mean, like, absolute worst garbage. I could send it to Rhizome, which I still have a license of. Really hope that's not what I'm gonna do. Is there a Blender Facebook group? Where's the community for Blender? I'm not part of it at this point. Is it Ultimate? It's this, isn't it? This that looks like a Max. That looks like a 3D Max plugin. Roadkill? Are these Blender? What am I looking at? Best UV mapping software is Roadkill. I don't think I can trust whatever the fuck website this is. This is I have this. This is what Maya uses too. No FBX support? The fuck? Of course it has FBX support. I use Rhizome, and Maya license Autodesk licenses Rhizome for Maya. This is what they use, but that's not what I want. I've heard of this. This is third party though, right? This doesn't go in. This isn't a Blender plugin. This is just another. Yeah. I don't want this. Okay. They're called add-ons. Blender 2. Well, let's just do Blender UV add-on. Damn, I used to have a link to it, and I was like, oh, this is it. This is it, isn't it? Text tools. This is it. Yes. Yes. Oh my god, is this out? Does this work? The text tools add-on is an extensive set of tools working with UVs and textures. The popular add-on is developed by this person and this person to 2.8. Oh my god. Do you have texel density stuff too? You better. You better. Look at this. That's what I like to see. Okay, so, yep, 90. Alignment tools. Iron. Do you have texel though? We'll find out. Okay, so where do I get this? Here. Oh, that doesn't make me feel good. It's off of a GitHub. When was the last commit for this thing? August 6th? It's not bad. Really? 2.8. Hey, okay. Who knows how to, oh, the source code. What did you, is this a Python? I want to look at the source code. I'll take this. I'm not even logged in. I should be careful. I'm like logged into my GitHub. You gotta be careful what we're showing out here. Okay, so let's go look at this stuff. I don't know how you install add-ons. Yeah, okay, cool. Hold on one sec. Let's see here. I'm just gonna drop this on the desktop. Okay. Text tools, source. I want to see what the source is. Like, how did he make this? Yep. Okay. And this one. Yep. Yeah, I remember. I this is like a different lifetime ago, but this was like a long time ago. Programming. We looked at Blender for like a week, and like all the modeling was there, but the other stuff wasn't. Okay, so wait, is this the source? That looks like a source, and then this one's like the actual plugin. They're the same. I'm so confused which one is which now. Okay, I hope I didn't close this. Texttools.zip is the plugin. This one's the plugin. Looks like it's the same. Oh, there it is. Oh, and I remember we looked at this actually. I remember I was going to try to port this myself to Blender 2.8, but I don't know anything about Blender, so oh, holy fuck. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. I cannot be just opening my Sublime text edit on stream. That has too much stuff in it. Okay, so what do you what's that mix? How's it going? Download the .zip and add that in Blender preferences. Oh, you just point it at the .zip. Okay. In 3D viewport, press edit and change the clip start to lower. Okay, I'll try to do that too. So we did download that zip. This. And you do it in like something. Add-ons. Okay. Is it install? Desktop. Texttools.zip. Install add-on from file. Load. Do I have to restart? Is it installed? That's cool. UV image editor tools, text tools panel. UV image editor, that's this. Tools, text tools panel. UV editor. UV image, it's just a UV editor. It's not a UV image editor. View. I don't see. Oh, there it is. Boom. Okay. Okay, then. What do we got? Oh. Had to load. Baking. You can bake from here? Okay. Interesting. Nopes. Color ID. Cool. Mesh texture. I don't know what that is. Now, this is Texel, right? Oh my god. Thank god. Thank god. So, can I sample? What's this texel density now? Is that going to work? Get texel densities. Now, texel density is proportionate to this up here. Okay, so let's set this to 4K. Okay, now what's the texel density? It's the same. Shouldn't. Let me grab the island. It's centered it for me. This number is relative to that, but okay, well, we'll see. So, reload texture. Oh, checker. Add a checker map to the selected model. Oh, so it'll do it for you. I don't have to like pull that up every time. Let's do that. I didn't like that. I'm gonna undo that. What the hell that was? Okay. Layout though. This is what I'm talking about here. Align edge, align world. So let me grab the polys. Oh wow, what the hell is this? Now 90. Oh, thank God this exists here. Okay, thank God you can spin it. Okay, what's this one doing? Nothing. What is that? Align. Here's a little thing. Direction bottom. That's not doing what I would have thought it was doing, but sort H. Iron faces. Texel, similar bounds overlap. Okay, so it's still not as much as Maya has, but it's something. Let's do align world. What the hell is that? What the hell? That's a big no. Whoa, I shouldn't just be fucking clicking everything. Anyway, so let me grab this, right? So there should be like a straighten. It's just like fix yourself. Okay, nope. Align world. So that's no good. We also changed my resolution again. Rectify. Oh, there it is. Where's center? Center. Like bounds? What's this? Select an island edge by bounds, flip UV smoothing. Yeah. See, that's not good either. That's not the texel density of this. Like rectify. So we're missing some stuff still though. In the end menu. It's a magic. They're all multiple UVs. So we can do multiple. It's more of like a VFX workflow, but so there's still no like just like straight up alignment tools. At least I'm not seeing them. I thought that this would be it here. Align vertices, edges, or shells. That's gonna like straight. So let me just fuck this UV up a little bit and we'll see what happens. So like grab this. Whoa, moving's weird. What is going on here? But whatever. What the fuck is this shit? Okay, so it's like keeping it off. It's keeping it on the edge here, which is definitely not what I want. Is that because align edge is on? No. How come that's stuck there? Anyway, let me see if I can straighten this out for me. Like if I do this, right? And then I select all of these. I don't like this heat map thing where it like shows a gradient. Is that actually happening somewhere? Oh, it did it. Okay. So that's for sub selections. It did it. Okay. So that's for like straightening out or bringing it all up. But there isn't so far like if I grab this whole island, right? It does something kind of interesting when I move it. It like gets stuck in there. Like I can't pull it out, which is not what I would want. But it kind of snaps it to the top and bottom really easily like this. Because like a lot of the times this is all you want. You normalize to this. And there's also no normalizing tools. That must be something that's like inherent in the way that Blender unwraps or something. Because this is about 1/20th of the layout tools you have in Maya. Even with this plugin, which is great. I don't believe this texel density makes any sense, but like what? That 8,000 that's super high. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like if this this is 8,000. Islands combined. I wonder what UV smoothing is. Set mesh smoothing by UV islands. Huh. Okay, so that, oh, I see what that would be for. Okay. These ones are not, what's crop? What would you crop? Crop UV area to selected faces. Fill. Oh, this is a good one. So let me scale this thing. Whoa, okay. And then is this going to fill it? Yes. That's normalize. Okay, that's normalize. What does crop do? Crop UV area to selected UV faces. We wouldn't... Oh, that's for like not square ones. If you want, use one texture for one UV. What? Yeah, we're sticking single texture for all of this stuff. I mean, I'm not going to make... Oh, we have light maps, but light maps Unreal Engine's going to generate for me. So yeah, so this is normalized. Crop is a weird one. Oh. I'm not going to do that. Fill is good. We need this. Padding is weird. I hope there's no padding on this. So what do we fill again? I don't know what that was doing. Let's set this to be, again, 4K. I don't know if that matters. Fill. Now, I don't have a snap to middle, but I bet you there's a way. I don't know what that would be, though. Like in Maya, we have... You can essentially do it manually, like, okay. At one point I could. Like, that's aligned to top, that's aligned to bottom. You just drag it and it forces you inside of it. But I don't have middle. It's not like end of the world for sure. Definitely bottom and top are more necessary. We have rotations, which are good. Yeah, like that. And so, like this one, for instance, I would align to the bottom, full wrap across like that, and this textile density is fucking useless to me. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Yeah, but that's okay. Oh, you're back already. What time is it?
I know, it's like...
Oh, it's early. Oh, because you didn't go... That's good. Well, okay, well, let's keep going with this. I'm going to take this piece here. We'll do a... There's no unwrap button on this UI. So I just have to right-click it and do unwrap. UU is unwrap. That's a garbage unwrap. What the...
Wait, so this is how you make things in Blender?
It is.
That Blender's...
It
Yes,
is.
Blender?
It is Blender, yeah.
Then how do you make then how do you make two screens?
Yeah, no, we haven't gone over...
And how is that color selection?
I'll have to show you. This is my son is learning Blender too, but I'm still learning it too. We haven't gone over this. This is if you want to put textures on stuff. I'm still learning it, so I can't teach you yet. How do you make it so that it doesn't restrict it to... It's clearly like restricting all the UVs inside of this. That's a button I click somewhere that I'd like to unclick. What's this? Sticky selection. Automatically select also... I don't know what any of that means. I'm going to disable it. I don't know what any of that shit means. Okay. Oh, that's the clipping, right? Is it, you said N? My kids have invaded. I don't see it. I don't see it. Yo, dude, are they done in your room? Can you go in your room? Thanks. Oh yeah, we have Link's Awakening on the Switch now. Yeah, it's on there. You can go play it. Yeah, we got... He's gonna go play Link's Awakening. What a lucky person. I'm gonna try to UV this cylinder. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so... U, and U. If I just hit U... I remember Andrew Price saying that shit a long time ago. I feel like watched a video of him like UV unwrapping like an anvil or something. Okay. So yeah, this is not good. But how do you make it so that it doesn't like stick it to the edges like that? N view clip start. N is the shortcut? N. Oh, view. I see. Clip start. Okay, we'll do 0.01. Thanks. Oh yeah, we're right up in it now. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you. How about for UVing, have it not? Do you know how to make it so this isn't like it's like kind of it basically kind of like crops the UV as soon as I make it. Kind of weird. UU. How about? How come it's cropping it? Crops it. I'm getting into this. I like it. It's just not. That I would almost take, right? Because it's not cropped, but then I just need to like unwrap it nicer. So is there a in Maya? There's like is it iron? It kind of is, but it goes above the. It like crops it or something. How do you change it so it's not cropping the UV? Like this bounds, I don't want it to even know. I want it. Usually you'd want to see like the tiles next to it in case you want to do like game video unwrapping. You don't care about the one to one. You can go outside of it as long as it's going to tile how you want it to. So there's a mode for this. I'm assuming it's not that. View update automatically. UV local view, display only faces with current displayed image assigned. Area, is this it? I don't think so. Select, shouldn't be a selection thing. Image shouldn't be an image. It's just like the image in the background. And then UVs, these are what you do to like a selected UV. It's time to Google. Blender 2.8 UV crop unwrapping stretch editor. That's worth looking at. I would watch this. Skillshare, you just sign up for, you get everything, right? I would watch. This is 2.8? I would definitely consider giving this a watch. That might be what I'm doing tonight. Okay. This is too basic. He's not gonna actually unwrap anything. This is all concepts. Okay. Why is this stuck to the 1-to-1? I want to see more than this 1-to-1. Does he do this? Like, it looks like he's stuck in a 1-to-1 too. I would possibly I would sign up just to watch a couple Blender things real quick. God damn it. Okay, so you should just be able to unwrap it. It's like it's a top projection of that thing. You straighten it out. You stick it wherever you match the texel density of that, and that's it. That's all it should be. But when I unwrap it, it's like stuck in. It's like one over projecting it, and then so let me try projecting from the top. Was it the bottom? No, it's the top. This is weird. Is there a cube on top of it or something? Anyway, I'm going to project from here. Unwrap from camera, from view. Oh, there it is. That's a good one. How come I didn't see the texture from the top? Whatever. That's a good unwrap. And we don't care about the seam. Like that seam where you take it. But now that I'm dealing with this, I'm looking at... They're not all together. It's kind of weird, but... Okay, so we have this. Now I apply this texel density. That's what you think. That's what it's telling me. And so moving this, I don't really have like any cool layout tool stuff. Oh, it sticks it to the bottom. It's so weird. It's like magnet sticks it to the bottom. It truly does not matter where you place this. So put it there. Okay. So I'll project from, we're going to do the flippity. And I'll take this face down here, and we will project for, is it UV? That's funny. Is that really it? UV? Hey, okay. And then what's apply texel? Is this, does this have a hotkey? Probably not. Okay, that's fine. And now can I pack similar? I mean, technically I could pack these on top of each other. They're like right. I bet you there's a in Maya there's a way to like stacking like all the very similar ones together, but that would be fine for me if I did this. That's like whatever. That's pretty good. Okay, so we UV'd like the absolute easiest thing in the world, a cylinder. I don't know how to I don't know why it like keeps it within this one-to-one, and I don't know how to do out of bounds like whatever UVing. So let's do this piece here. Tab. I'm gonna save. So with this one we want to apply the same material, which this has got really small, crazy looking. Dreadful Blender. No, it's completely fine. You just have to learn it. I say that I've used every 3D program. Now, what? Is this just like really stretched or something? I think that's what's happening. It is missing some things, but it's a free open source program, you know. So we're going to stick the seam right down the middle here. Did I delete the faces off of that? How do you solo again? Oh, it's some weird hotkey. How do you solo? I don't remember what solo is. It's like shift caps lock or something like that, or shift tab. Nah, damn it. Control tab? No, it sure is not. I forget. And I'm in like some weird mode. Can I escape out? No, what am I doing? What's this red circle around my mouse now? No, what are you? What is this? I have like a paint thing on now. I don't want this. Damn it. Oh, this. How do I turn this off? What is this? Is this an annotation? Gotta kill you? Go away. Go away. Oh, in vertex paint. That's why. Okay, object mode. There it is. Okay. Is text tools crop doing something? It might. I think those are operations. I don't feel like it's yeah, maybe I cropped the whole thing. I'm not sure. Maybe I should try it fresh. What am I gaining from this? Texel density. Without texel density, you can't do this, or I can't do it. And there's some niceties of the rotate, though that's not so bad. Bounce. I don't know. I don't know what stock blender is either. So was this N to get rid of that? I don't know what stock blender is, so I wouldn't know. Anyway, so we're gonna grab. I don't know how to solo. I forget the hotkey, so we're just gonna look. Hopefully not select the wrong thing. We're gonna tab into this into seams, which is 2, which I can't see. Tab. There it is. 2. I'm gonna take this. I don't know how to ring select, so we're just gonna do it by hand. Man, I really need to solo select this thing. Okay, so then I'm gonna right click it, mark seam, and then we'll take all these faces. So 3, all of this. Now I lost the little dots. Where'd the little dots go? Oh, and of course we're not in Alt Z mode. There are the dots. Okay, there it is. You gotta be in Alt Z. Those, right? So that should you into like no, it's like funny. That's okay. I mean, it I mean with the curve, I guess with the curve, because of the way we modeled it, that makes sense, that like kind of distortion down there. If it was perfectly spline modeled, that's kind of like a visualization of why this type of modeling is bad. If we spline modeled it, it would be a perfect cylinder on the UV, but we did some wonky things where that we're not preserving like anyway, it's okay. It would be okay. So there's that, and it's already projecting it into this 1-to-1. I miss my all we have is unwrap. We just have unwrap, and there's not like different types of unwrap. We just have that one. Though there's like the smart project. I don't know what that does. Oh, it's the you're okay, cool. That's what it is. Let me try that. It didn't work. That is the solo view, but it's not working for some reason. Oh no, it did. Okay, now it's working. Cool. Oh, cool. Thanks. Yeah, yeah. It's the backslash. That's a weird hotkey. That's a really weird hotkey. That's just one you remember. I'm using Blender because Blender is free, and I want people to be able to mod Cinetracer. Now, Actually, that's a perfect unwrap already. Why does that happen? Like, like that's a weird one. It was fine. Like that's fine. Like that's a perfect wrap. And then we apply the textile density. Not that it really matters, but that's perfect. And then, oh, we didn't apply the textile density to the cheesy one, the cheese boy. Like actually, what are we choosing this textile density based on? I haven't. It's not based on anything. We'll probably just do it like we'll just do a textile density at the end. It actually doesn't matter. And I deleted the faces off of that. Okay, so this is done then. Let's look at this thing. How do you minimize? I guess I'll just do this layout. There we go. Let's look at the work. Okay, so I gotta flip this UV. Sort of. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's reading sideways or whatever. So let's go flip it. Again, this is like an exercise in just learning how to do this, not so much like the perfect model. So I'll grab the island, this, and 90, 90. So now we're reading it correctly, right? Yeah, okay. And it's at the top. That's fine. I don't know how I feel about... I need to figure out the thing with the textile density going, like, clips it into the view. Like, everything gets normalized into you. Essentially, everything's normalized, like, forced into one-to-one, which I definitely do not want for certain cases. We're going to have to fix that, but... let me see what happens if I apply. You can apply. Why can I apply this? There's still a couple question marks with this for sure, but anyway, that's layout. I mean, this is a good start. Yeah, different textile densities, but we'll UV at them all together. Some weird, like, it crops it kind of funny, so I don't get that, but it's okay. Okay, so what am I really missing? A lot of layout. Oh yeah, it's not seamless yet, but there's a couple like just they're like literally like orientation things that I'm missing from Maya. We haven't tried like unwrapping a face, but I'm not gonna be unwrapping anything like that. Most of this is like is there an auto unwrap? I do use that a lot for like hard surface stuff where I just don't care. I'll just select a whole boxy mesh, auto unwrap it. It's pretty good a lot of the times. It's not bad. Okay, so there's the first leg. It's not perfect. Yeah, you can tell how shitty this is. Like that line should be perfect, like more or less perfect. I could try to do spline modeling in this and then do spline to poly. How bad are splines in Blender? Probably try it just for trying it. It's been a while for you. UV constrained to image bounds. Oh, is that a thing? That would definitely do it. Oh, word. Thank you. Oh, perfect. That's definitely it. Awesome. Thank you. There it is. Okay. So back into layout or modeling or layout. I don't know if it matters. Oh, layout has the timeline. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe we'll do modeling. Okay, sure. So this is garbage, this leg, right? So we just extruded out a cylinder, blah, 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 unwrapped it. Okay, sure. So the next part is splining this. This does have a little bit of that going on anyway. Yeah, this UV unwrap's actually really bad if you look at how, like, things are getting angled kind of funny. It's just because the modeling is trash. So let's see. How do we do a spline? Was it Shift A? Shift A. Plane, cube, UV sphere, cylinder. Huh. Oh, those are all meshes. So how do you even do spline modeling in this program? We're in edit. Add curve. Okay. NURBS curve, Bezier curve, path. How bad is this going to be? Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's do one of these. We're going to do snap on the grid. Where'd it go? I immediately lost the curve. Where'd it go? What the hell? Wait, does it just come in like automatically as like a curve? Like actually like it just comes in as a shape randomly? You don't just draw it? Add curve. He just draws a curve on the floor. Radius. What the fuck is this? Is it? This isn't. This like is not what I think it is. Like you don't just. What the hell? Oh my god! Editing Beziers without a gizmo is like a name. Okay, was it Shift Tab? Yeah, Shift Tab. Okay. So say that was the shape I wanted. That's very odd that it draws a shape for you already. So I want to like loft or extrude a circle along this. It's weird. I don't know if this type of stuff even like if these words even make sense in Blender. Circle. So can I want to extrude this along that, you know? That's like pretty common in Cinema anyway. So I mean, it depends. So like I would usually like select both of these and do like let me just look this up. Blender 2.8. What do they call them here? Curves. Curve extrude is normally what it is. How to turn a curve into a mesh in Blender. Extruding the end of an existing mesh along a Bezier curve. Curve extension. Extrude. That's up from a long ass time ago. Extrude along a path. I'm pretty sure that's it. How to extrude a mesh along a path. Blender. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. They got this is old Blender, but I bet you it's similar. Oh, that's what their paths look like. They look like centipedes. Okay. Sure.
Because it's not working.
Boom. There you go. Yeah, it is a great model. Thank you very much, Mix. Gourage, what's up? Okay, so this is obviously like Blender very long time ago, but it's too old to be useful. Too old. Can't curve extrude along path. Bezier curve. Let's try that one. This is it. Now be 2.8 though. These are from so long ago. Let's hope this one is close. Born CG, hit me. 20 minutes. The hell? Curve. Okay, word. Right? Path. Okay, you're explaining shit. Okay, cool. It comes with a weird ass curve by default. That's very weird. Okay. Yep. Look at this fucking UI. It's madness. Okay, it looks like 3D Max. Okay, cool. Right. Okay. Oh, I'm actually really interested in that. Actually, I take that back. I'm very interested to see him trace that. But oh, is it a modifier? Well, he extruded it up like up. No, he made a text. Is that what happened? I know I'm skipping around. Fuck. Okay. Okay. I see Bezier curves. Wait. He did it there. Where was it? Go back. Depth. Okay. He just built. There's like a built. That's not what we want. That's cool though. Whoa. Oh, there. Oh, can this be done like parametrically, basically? Shape. Oh. Okay. That's awesome. If this has it like built in somehow. Is it that? Geometry. Oh man. So can I just? Oh what? Oh my god. That's awesome. It just sticks a circle on there, and you can make it 8. Oh, that's 8. That looks like way more than 8. That is 4. That's 8. So that's like the half. Oh man. So it just like turns into a tube. Damn. Okay. That's cool. I don't even have to loft this across it. I don't know how to delete things. Let's do a quick Shift S to origin. That's Shift S1, right? Shift S1. 1. What's Shift S2? Second most common. Cursor to selected. I bet that is the second most common thing you use that thing for. Wow. Okay, so you can just. That's cool. So let's go here. Now, why is this like by default already in existence? Like, why? Why? Damn! I need the gizmos, man. I can't. Damn it! Damn it! Oh, we're in circle select. What happened to my move gizmo? Damn it! Come back. There we go. Cool. Now, I wish you could just draw it. I bet you there's a way, right? There's probably a way to have it not default draw this thing, so I can just draw that curve. I mean, I don't really want to like have to like force it into this shit. You know what I mean? Like it's just already like all over the place. Like straighten it all out. Like, like, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be that bad, but you know, like I could start to do this. Oh, that's the handle. I don't want that. These handles are just like mega extended. Like, whoa. Okay. I mean, we could force this into shape with like basically this and force just start snapping it to center. I mean, that's like kind of it, but there's got to be such Jesus. There's got to be some way to have it not start out with this like wonky spline. But, you know, essentially, okay, well, our radius is also kind of crazy. Where is the radius? Depth. Huh. We need another control point here. I don't know how you add points. Like this should be straight essentially, and then there's like a curve there. Put one there, and that would be it would define the slope of that change. Here, I don't know how you add points. Should probably watch the tutorial. Is it cut? Can I just cut it? Oh, it's a bunch of spline shit. Split? Nah, okay. Nope. 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 I don't know how. You can just extrude curve in the properties. Oh, does that like stick one at the end? Draw. Extrude. Huh. What's this one? Radius. Tilt. Randomize. Ugh. I want that. Search, add point. Oh yeah, what is search in this? Isn't like there it is. Do they call it points in here? Curve. Smooth, duplicate, set radius, curve. Smooth, constrain, add surface, curve, no. Smooth, tilt. Okay. How do you add a point to this thing? Oh, add, no. Curve, split, separate, no. Duplicate, control points. There are control points. Extrude and move, make segment, join two curves by their selected ends. Oh, that's cool. Tilt, set handle, recalc, smooth, hooks, make vertex, no. Subdivide. Oh, no, okay. Damn it, how do I add a point? I'm sure he did it. What's this one? Annotate. Nope. That's definitely not it. Do I have to be in this? What if I was like, whoop? I don't like all these like weird. Like, I'm sure you can turn that off. They're probably helpful. It's these Bezier handles come out by default like crazy. Like they're not tied together. They're like, well, they are tied together. The tangents tied together, but the handles aren't symmetrical, which is okay. And yeah, I mean. I guess that's one way to go about it. Just fucking draw it. Because I don't know how to add a point. Can I just delete these and draw another one? Look at that wobble. Okay, so they took a page out of Cinema 4D's spline book. You can do that in Cinema too. I don't know. Maybe they always had that in Blender, but I always associate that kind of. Ooh, look at this down here. What the hell? I always what is this? This is a bunch. Oh no. I always associate that kind of stuff with C4D. So there's just two really close together. Is that the endpoint one? What's this one? I'll take that one. This is not precision spline work here, but this is the first spline I've ever drawn in Blender, so it's going okay, given that, I think. So can I straighten this? What would that be, snapping it or something? Like, I don't know how to think about that in this program exactly, but something like this. I need kind of a tighter, this needs to say straight. It's kind of like bowing up. So is that snapping this one? Oh my god. Okay. Where's the handle operations? Like, how do I snap the handle, whatever that's called here? No. Yes, no. Handle type? Yeah. Cyclic. Okay, I see. Switch directions. Interesting. Automatic vector aligned free. Toggle free and align. I think it's that one. Yes. Okay. No, I'm gonna undo that. So it's more of a battle of how long it is to keep to more or less keep this part straight. We're kind of going pretty far from what the reference is here, but okay, I definitely need gizmos for this. I can't do this stuff with the Blender hotkeys yet. I'm sure someone can. Okay, this is going okay. It's not the worst. Because this is going to make ultimately a much better looking mesh than this. Well, we'll see. Check it out. The UVs are the kind of the proof. Yeah, so that's more or less it. So let's look at. Oh, they're all like off axis. Damn it. What are all these like hairs coming off of it? I kind of get it. It's kind of showing the tangents a little bit or something. It's kind of weird. I know we're like we're probably not aligned like from the top, right? It's probably like insanity up here. We could snap this. I'm not gonna. I could scale them probably all. Do I dare scale this like that? Like S on X? It kind of doesn't matter already. Oh, cause no, we drew this from an ortho, so that already is snapped, and so I should be able to just kind of like zero these out to like here. Yeah, sure. They're so furry looking. I mean, furry caterpillars. That's pretty cool that the spline has like an extrude feature that like basically automatically puts a circle. That saves time. What's up, Ash? We're gonna remake every single piece of grip equipment in Blender, and it's gonna be super fun. I'm gonna make all the carts. I'm gonna make all the grip, not all, but I'm gonna make like a lot of the grip equipment and the carts, and then you're gonna collect the parts. You're gonna craft the equipment, and then you're gonna put them on the carts, and you're gonna push the carts around. And then they'll be in creative mode too. That's cool, but that's not bad. And this is procedurally ish. Like I can just leave them as curves and bake them down at the end. That's not bad. So if I go, is this garbage? Is that terrible or is that good? I can't tell. Can I see the polys that are? It's not even like it's like already kind of converted to a poly almost like. And I did like I did it in the same object. So I bet you there's all sorts of like Bezier curve. Wow, that's a cool object that it kind of does it. It kind of does this stuff for you. Is there wireframe on shaded? Is that one of these? I do have to UV it. I have to bake it down eventually, but like that's pretty cool. Oh, here's all this stuff. Twist method. Resolution on along the thing. Fill, are those the caps? I don't know. Radius, stretch, bounce, clamp, texture, space. Used for UV mapping. I'm going to UV map. It doesn't matter. Geometry, offset, extrude, taper object, bevel object. Okay, so this is where you would put the shape of the extrude. And by default, it's a polygon. And if you do 4, that's cool. That's pretty cool. And then path animation, we're not doing that. Active spline. That's pretty cool. Now, It's because this is smooth and this is not smooth, these edges, because these have the same amount of resolution, I think. So let's convert these to polys. What time is it? This is all just learning. You're digging potatoes tomorrow? Okay. Dropped a new YouTube video, but window Dow? What? For the what? Half not. But window Dow. Winding down. Winding down for the day. Oh, word. Oh yeah, because you're in London. You're in the UK, so that's relate over there. I just can't read. So, how do I convert this to just straight up polygons so that I can UVU? How do you get UV'd? Right click. That's not it. Subdivide, make segment, add duplicate, radius, something, spline, type, direction, recalc, split, decimate, no. None of those things. Geometry. What is search again? Space? Oh yeah, I made it space. To poly. It doesn't, that's not it. Polygon? No. Curve. I think if it, it'd be like surface to mesh, something like that. Mesh, nah. Let's go to object mode, right click it. Oh, convert to mesh. There it is then. Mesh from curve meta surf text. Curve from, okay. So this is polygons now, eh? Yeah. Let's stick a material on you. Let's see what kind of nonsense we've gotten into. Can I name this? There's just no UVs at all is what I'm seeing, I guess, right? There's just like no, it's like everything is collapsed onto like one or something like that. Is that what's happening? I can't even, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it shouldn't, there was a button that was like something UVs and I was like, maybe I should click that button. Am I even in this object? What is this? There's just no UV at all is what I think. So this should be a pretty easy cut. So we're just gonna hit 2. Can I double click you? Nope. How about, what was it, Alt R? Some weird shit. That's so weird. Okay. How did that work? Alt R and then you click it? Sure. Right click, mark seam. Ooh. Oh. That's so weird. Okay, right click, mark seam. So I could just unwrap these at the same time. 3 U. Now did I select everything? Looks like it. It's just the last one is white or something. I don't like that. The other one worked out fine though. Okay, UU. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. It's a lot of resolution along that leg, but okay. What are we gonna do now? Tab. So let's look at this. These are just not smooth. So like if I, for instance, go into tab 2, select all these, right click and smooth. I don't remember how we smooth things. Something with like the normals. Is that this? That's a vertex group. Is normals on object mode or something? What happened to normals? There was a normals button or something. Maybe it was a sub tab. Nope. Nope. Oh. Nope. Here it is. Normals. Auto smooth. Right click smooth. There it is. Just like all the way really far. Okay, so that's smooth. There's something. There's something else too. I forget. Every time I send a mesh to... Every time I try to send this mesh to Unreal, it's like the smoothing groups get F'd, then I have to remember how this works, and then I forget. So... Oh, that has a butt on it. Okay, so we kind of have to be a little bit careful. We care about these edges. Are we're not in Alt-X view. Is that what's going on here? Alt-C. Oh, we are. These need to get... What the heck? Those. How come it's not taking this? Okay, so we want to smooth that. I think I did already. I don't remember. Edge crease? No. I think that's like the global set the smoothing group, and then you can go back and crease them after, something like that. I haven't done anything where like that's actually necessary. Anyway. Yeah, so this feels like this has more resolution. Am I wrong about this? Like, is that 8? It's not 8. That has double the resolution. That's why. This just has double the resolution. That does look better. That's probably the resolution we should go with. It's also a little bendy. It's not like the curving is not perfect. It's not like straight, but those are for sure better than that. I think it's just more resolution, and then I just had more control over the curve here. So the UV'd fine too. Again, we're not committing a textile density. This one's backwards, but you know, we're not putting bricks on this. It's just going to be like a dirt material on it. Okay. So I mean, like that's about the basics of it. You know, more cylinders and the T-bar, and then we'll keep modeling this out. What time is it? 4:30. But yeah, okay, so I think I can UV this. I don't think that's going to be an issue. So what I'm going to do is we're going to model out a shit ton of grip equipment to scale. Most of these don't need bones in them because they're just rotations when you animate them. It's only like the stands where like there's the double scissor mechanism stuff I have to rig it like for real. Alt click A to select everything. Mesh menu. Do you have to select it all? I think it worked by just like top level doing it, right? Like it did not. Yeah, maybe you're right. Oh no, there it is. Smooth, flat, smooth. And then auto smooth. The question is like, does this go to how's that going to go to the engine? I always forget. So I think this amount of resolution looks better, of course. Like more resolution is better. Like this is double that. I could probably keep modeling this at that. So I'm going to, well, this turtle base goes on both. We're going to make both C-stands, and then we're going to make a C-stand cart. Then we're going to make sure that the inventory system will work with all of those. I'm going to remake the gobos. There's 2 gobos, 2.5 and a 4.5. Make both arms again. And just start with the C-stands and then the carts. And then I'm going to go back and do all the baby, all the juniors, which are called combos. And we already have the overhead stand made. And that's pretty close to all the grip stuff that we're going to need. As far as stands, I don't mean like clamps and stuff like that yet. It's not bad. Let me look at the ortho again. Every day, a little bit. Yeah, see, this is pretty garbage, but every day, just a little bit better at the blender. Right, and we're kind of like deviating because the center is really there. We're just kind of not doing that. All right, so it's going to be something like this. This is all one piece, like that, with a little, another one of these extrusions out with a T-handle. This leg looks like it has a much different curve in the end. There is a little detail piece at the end. There's a little foot. I mean, these aren't that different in the end. If I had modeled this with 16 divs instead of 8, it's not that much. But it was good to learn about the spline Bezier, because we're going to need that to make like lights. Like when you're making like a lot of pieces on lights are like these kind of like U shapes that have extrusions along them. So we're gonna have to do that for sure. And so this piece rotates this piece. They all when they like, you know, because we're gonna animate the stands opening like we did with the other ones. So you know, these 3 pieces come in separately and they animate like opening up. They don't need bones for that. And then this stem is modeled out separately. And I'm going to actually model out the T-handles to scale because there's a really cool diagram which I don't have open, I guess. I made a shortcut. We're going to, what is this? Oh yeah. I was like, that's a weird program. Gonna actually start organizing this stuff again. Though it's a little chaotic still. It's in here, right? Yeah, this was cool. I found this. So these are the different T handles. I have no idea why they would be different. To me, they're all the same, but I guess they're not. 3/8, isn't it? 3/8 of an inch. What is this? 3/8, 16, 5, 16, 18. This is why metric is better. Look at these measurements. 3/8, 16ths. What the hell does that mean? Quarter 20. Oh, here's quarter 20. Is 0.25 metric? Is that what that is? Is this the normal one? What are these big ones? Are these big ones for like the bigger overheads? Flat, plain, bullet, serrated, and knurled. Did you ever know that there was this much variation in frickin' T-handles on the light stand? I didn't. I should make the T-handle. Okay, let me just kind of like roughly get this going here. This is flipped now, right? Yeah. So there's, well, and then we'll re-UV everything and seam it up together nicely. It'll look good by the end. Now that's not what we wanted. RX90. Cool. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of like the equivalent of typing it in up here, but you just have like kind of a shorter way of doing it. I'm going to do a... Nope. What's scale, right? This is like global scaling. Alt Z. Let's go into wire. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be anything more exciting than that. Hey. Right, and then a T handle goes in there. I don't know about these proportions. We'll look at beveling. I haven't done much beveling in Blender yet. Let me play with this object for a little bit. So it's this to isolate. Yeah, the near clip has got it. It's no good. Oh, what happened? It changed again. Was I at ortho when I was doing that? It's bevel. I'm gonna just kind of experiment with this. I haven't done enough Blender stuff yet to know how their tools work. Damn, Alt. What's with do you hold Alt R and then click? You click Alt R and then click again? What? How do you ring select this? Like this. This is how you do it. You select them one by one. Okay, that's what's bevel? Extrude, inset, bevel. Now where are my... There they are. I was like, where are my tools? So we have offset, width, depth, and percent. What is width? What does width versus offset mean? So in Maya, what's kind of like annoying in most cases, I couldn't find another way to do it, is that when you bevel, you could never do real world units like this one. So can I do like... That's so small. Like 0.1 is... Holy fuck. What? Oh, it's in meters. That's what... Okay, I'm thinking centimeters. So 0.01. That's a 1 centimeter one. What's width? Width versus offset. Which one is like a 1 centimeter bevel? Segments, profiles in the middle. That probably only means something if there's multiple segments, right? Yeah. Oh, weird. So default is 0.5, right? So that's like right in the center. But then you can like... Huh. That's... The profile. That's interesting. Clamp overlap, vertex, loop slide, mark seams, mark sharp. Material -1, harden normals. Oh, wow. Oh, they have a lot of options on this. That's cool. And then I can come in and do this like 0.05. Whoa. Did I just add another bevel on top of it? Is that what happened? Or 0.005. 0.001. That's too much. So there's a little bevel. You would never do this in an engine. You would just bake the normal to look like that, but 0.005. That would be worth maybe even that's probably not worth modeling out in a game engine. You just leave it hard edge and fake it later. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I never do this is high poly to low poly baking. and Substance Designer. I find that's not worth it for my stuff. If you're like if it's like a gun that you see like really close all day, I would do it. But for a C-stand thing like that, you'd never even see it. Even beveling it's like really questionable because like you'll just almost never see that detail. From like, you know, C-stands are like you see them from like this far away. In most cases, like you can't even get the camera like this close in Cinetracer. What am I in ISO mode, huh? It's still sunny out. Oh yeah, sorry. Slow to look at the chat. 5 is ortho view, 1 and 3 to sides. But that's like ortho in perspective. What's 2 do? Oh, it rotates it. Whoa. 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 Oh, I see. So these are the side perspectives. These are the top and bottom. And this like rotates it. And this is just switches it. That's crazy. That's pretty cool. Yes, metric is a little easier. How do you work with that distracting texture? Well, that's how you tell if the UVs are right. Right? From this I can tell that a lot of things are wrong. Like these UVs are reading in the wrong direction. Like this one's upside down compared to the other ones. They're also, that's the wrong texel density. Like there's no texel density match. I mean, none of these have to seem, but you know, you just get used to reading your own texel, your own UV texture, and you're just like, you know, you don't have to think about it. So we put that in there. So here's the thing, right? So say we want them to all be smooth except for, nah, they're all smooth, aren't they? So you go to tab, is it edge? Are we smoothing edges technically? Is that what's going on? Then we hit A, then we right click and say smooth. Is that? Is it what was it? Normals, is it this? Yeah, this workflow I still don't know. Smooth. I know that in Maya a lot better. How do I focus on that object? I don't know what the hotkey is, and I'm not going to push it, but I need to remember that. So I can rotate around it too. I think we're going to do... Should I go for 16 subdivs for the... Like, because this model, I'm using this to kind of proof out the specs for the next... For all the pieces that we're going to make. Probably should do 16 around. I mean, it's 2019, like... Computers aren't that bad, but then again... I also never made LODs. So this stuff needs to all get UV'd into one sheet. I'm gonna just probably never light bake any of this stuff, so I don't really care about the light maps. That might be short-sighted. In case I do, I feel like every time a C-stand goes down, it's gonna be static. But then again, if they were like prop C-stands, then it would be good to have light maps on them. That like doubles the UV time. LODs. Are we gonna LOD C-stands? Like the LOD would have 8, and then like the nicer version would have like 16. That would probably be all it would ever be. And so like if you ever see a C-stand like this is like a point like 0.5 on screen, like screen size is like that's 0.5. Basically, if you're ever closer than like, I mean, you have to be really close to care about that. The difference between 8 and 16 on screen, it's like you'd have to be like here. You have to really be close. It'd have to be like a point like almost 1 scale, which you would never see. You'd probably never do this to have the LED even activate. The difference between this and this polygon wise, like poly count, like, right? I mean, I can definitely lose some of these along the edge. You know why you know why you probably don't need this to have 16 is because you never see well that here you need more resolution on this curve than you do on the U or whatever axis that is, U or V, because you never see it doesn't affect the profile. If I add 30 subdivisions, 32 subdivisions, it's still straight. This is still curved. It's the V. In this case, it's the V resolution. I could drop the U to 8, and this stuff I'm starting to care about. Again, for VR and for mobile. Like this is just gonna kill you after you add 100 C stands. It's just a lot of extra overhead. I should probably go for more like this style. All my Cinema Designer stuff is about twice this resolution. It's all like super high res, Octane Redshift models. That's why it's such a one of the reasons the performance is so bad right now is everything is like twice that resolution. And then the UVs are a nightmare. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. If you want to add smooth on the model, select wrench and add a modifier. No, not that one. I don't want to subdivide it. Sure. Is there someone behind me? Oh, yeah, my son. Playing Minecraft. I'm probably gonna go more this route, you know, like something more like this, just kind of like kind of just a little bit more, but really err on this. But then if you get close to it, everything looks so damn like cheesy. Like I hate, you know, but for this game mode that we're gonna do, there's gonna be like all a lot of C stands. Like when I make the C stand cart asset, there's 20 or 40 C stands on a cart. Like I have it downloaded already. We're gonna make a backstage C stand cart. You put 20 C stands on one cart. You know what I mean? Like one of these. So when you consider it, it's like, okay, maybe I have like 10 of these carts and like, you know, that like 200 C stands. Then it's like, okay, this starts to matter because you have 200 of them now. They could be instant. They're probably going to still be like, you know, instance message, instance message meshes. God, that's hard to say. Like foliage, but still, you know, the difference of this across the entire model times 200 starts to probably matter a little bit. Like this is gonna be, oh man, it hurts to have it be 8. 8 is so low. Like this is 8. This is the lowest you can make a cylinder is an 8. Right? This is like Mario 64, but considering that it's probably this big on screen at all times, if it's not smaller, and there's going to be hundreds of them. Once we do the spec, I'm just going to be modeling. There's none of this like thinking. I'm just trying to think this out. Like how optimized am I going to make this? And is it worse to try to like, I could have it auto LOD in, these aren't going to be skeletal meshes either, though you can do the insta LOD thing with skeletal meshes, but these are just static meshes. I could do 6, like anything more than that is not needed. Like 12, 16 around, that's fine. But then, can I trust the LOD system to handle that? The other thing is when you make the meshes this dense, which is every single mesh in my game right now that I've made myself, when you do wireframe shading, it's like solid because it's so thick. You can never pull off wireframe, whereas this has a kind of a nice kind of lo-fi wireframe look. This does not. This is just solid orange from this distance. So we kind of lose that like 80s effect that we had. I don't know. 16 or 8. I'm gonna have a think on that, but yeah. So we kind of blasted through some basics of Blender. Everything is gonna be fine for grip equipment. I mean, I knew it would. I just know like the UVs would just not be as ideal, but they look okay. So I'm gonna run. I don't know what is this here. Now I understand why you don't watch horrors. Why? What have you been watching? Too much over the details? No. Not if you want to make a iOS game. It's all optimization. That's what I've been, you know. I've tried to put my stuff on iOS. It's like, no, there's just no way. You know, like you have to make these decisions because it kind of like, what's it called? Propagates through the whole program. And then when you start doing it, like you make this decision here, it's like, okay, every cylinder is base 16 or base 32. Multiplied by hundreds of things, it starts to eat away at the performance of the game, and then you can't run it on mobile, and then you can't run it on VR, right? So it's like, what do we expect to see here? Like how many of these? Something's telling me base 16. I can't get down with low poly. It's so ugly. So ugly, man. Like even this, I don't know. Once you put a chrome material on it, I think you're gonna feel the Unreal Engine does a good job of smoothing it out. We're gonna do both. I'm gonna do both because it matters, because I'm gonna make like 20 stands. I'm gonna make this whole C stand base 8. Well, actually, I'll make the whole C stand base 30, base 16. Not at this density this way. There's a little bit too much there, but everything is gonna be base 16, which Cine Designer is base 32 or 64, which is insane, and it's subdivision, so it's even worse. Not that much, but like this seems like pretty good to me. I think I'm just gonna go with this. This is like, then again, iOS version would probably be that. I don't know. I think I'm gonna make this one. I'm gonna redo this whole thing, this whole C stand. I'm gonna build this in the 20-inch version of it, and the arm and the gobo. Everything's gonna be cylinder base 16, and bring it into Unreal Engine and try to do the auto LOD and see how it generates it, how that goes. And I think it's actually fairly easy to strip out resolution, then add it. Adding it's harder. So if I build it at this resolution, I think there's a way of just dissolving the resolution out. I can just grab every other row of verts and just dissolve them out, which will probably wreak havoc on the UVs, but I think I'm going to do base 16. This is just way too low. And then for mobile, as I'm rebuilding basically every single asset right now. That's almost guaranteed. That's the mobile version, right? Like, you know, the texture goes to 512, if you even, you know, it's like a 512 texture with this. That's iOS, you know, that's the iPad version. And then this is the desktop version, and the texture goes to like 2K or 4K. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, cool. Thanks for hanging out. This has been. I feel like I did at least a little bit of something today. Today turned into like a marketing day for the most part, and emails and business stuff, but got to do that too. So next couple weeks to months. Hopefully not months. I don't want to do this for months, but like I feel like the next like 2 weeks, I think I can model out all the grip equipment, get it programmed into the engine for creative mode and for Academy. It will be the iOS version. We'll have the ability to start pushing an iOS version, which I'll be testing very soon off stream because it's on my other computers. But we're going to start packaging a completely different iOS version that's a very low poly version as well. I want Academy mode to work on iOS if possible. So it's going to be this. And I need to learn how you switch them out at packaging and a whole bunch of shit. But all the assets that we have right now in the game are like a million times more dense than this. So it's a huge performance problem. But yeah. Okay, cool. I will check you guys later. Have a good one. I can't click end there.